Hey guys, how are you doing this is this still morning? Um so I am away, can you say away this week? And so I'm a little bit on a different time zone. So I think it's probably like noonish something back home, so still morning here. Either way, I wanted to hop on and chit chat with you guys. For those who are just joining, I'm a Keela Thompkins-Robinson. I'm the owner of Online Boutique Source. We're going to have a new name coming soon. Stay tuned for that. And the author of my SEO workbook. Yes, I bring my workbook with me when I'm away. And and the host of the Online Boutiquers podcast, which will also have a name change coming soon. If you've not listened to some of the recent episodes, you will you'll know some of the things that are coming up. Hey, I see a couple of people joining. As you're joining, good morning on the Pacific time zone. I actually just talked to someone over on that time zone. So you're actually even later than I am right now. I think I'm in Central right now. So not as late as I usually am on Eastern home. So good. Glad you're able to join, Linda. Hey, what's up? Everyone else coming in, let me know you guys are here. Don't forget to share it out, which I should do the same while I'm telling you, right? So I wanted to talk about, I'm going to just talk as I'm sharing. I wanted to talk about, hey, Jennifer, I wanted to talk about, I'm in the middle of hiring. Some of you guys know I'm in the middle of bringing on, during the summertime, I like to bring on interns or apprentice or, whatever you label, but bring on some help and bring on not just help like, an extra assistant, but bring on help that I can help to teach and learn and kind of mold, kind of part of my give back while, getting things done in the business type of strategy. And so I decided to start bringing on an apprentice, and I was really excited, and I still am very excited about doing this. And so this last couple of days, I've been doing some interviewing. And one thing I'll preface is people like all over. So it's, people in the US, people in, like, I've talked to people in Nigeria, I've talked to people in India, I've talked to people, actually, someone from Canada this morning. So it's people all over, which I really like that. I really like having a very diverse global team. So one of the things about doing these interviews is that you get a lot of perspective, and especially when, in this case, because I'm doing an apprenticeship, so I'm definitely gearing towards people who are currently in college or recently went to college, that kind of thing. You get a little bit of a perspective of what people are learning or what people think, and not just what people think, but what people think about marketing or what marketing is. And especially when you open up a role like this, where it's essentially for an online marketing type of company, that you'll hear different things. And so one of the things I've been hearing a lot or noticing a lot, and especially again, people who are just learning about marketing, getting into marketing, maybe studying marketing at university and stuff like that, is that we are teaching people, or not we, because I'm not doing this, people are being taught to market. People are being taught to, to do digital marketing, online marketing, all of those different things. And they're not being taught a lot about the business or the product of the business. Have you guys seen this? Um, I recently saw a really big launch with three really big name guys, and it was the epitome of what I'm talking about. You've been in probably some Facebook groups with, big funnels and talking about funnels, where it's the epitome of what I'm talking about. They're constantly talking about the marketing part of business or the marketing part of what we do, but they end there. Like, everything ends with the marketing. I literally, one of the interviews I had this morning, and he kept saying, I want to learn digital marketing. I want to get into digital marketing, digital marketing, digital marketing, digital marketing. And so, me at one point, I was like, well, what do you define as digital marketing? Like, what does digital marketing mean to you? Or what is digital marketing to you? And so, and he struggled a little bit with that. And the digital marketing was, digital marketing, doing ads, getting things done. And he didn't have the end result. And the end result to me is the business. So you don't just market to market. And that's what I'm hearing a lot of. People marketing just for the sake of marketing. Like, people marketing consistently. Well, not even that part, Linda, the consistency part. So not even if you're consistent about it or not consistent about it. The important part is, what's the end of it? You're marketing to sell a product. You're marketing to help a people. You're marketing to do something. But if you're marketing, consistency or not, funnel or not, if you're marketing just to market, I know so many people who are selling things and flop at the delivery of it. Just flop. Hey, Brittany. Hey, Lisa. A couple of you guys joined. Flop at the delivery. I don't even forgot her name, but one of the big fitness Instagram influencers just about 3-4 months ago had a whole, big thing going on because she never delivered the product. She was on there every single day talking about what she was doing, promising these biometric screenings and these individualized meal plans. And she was marketing. She was marketing her tail off. And she was making lots of money and getting lots of people with it. But she was not really being consistent with or being able to deliver. And that's because we spend so much time on the marketing. We spend so much time on the end result, on the getting there, that we don't really talk about what's the end result. And that is why the marketing part isn't going anywhere. There's two things that need to happen around marketing. It's like a circle, really. I'm doing like this, but it's really more of a circle. It's a whole continuation. First, you need to know your customer. You need to know who they are, what drives them to buy, what do they really want to buy. That's super important. Because you sell it does not mean they want to buy it. Even if you see other people selling it. Like I've seen people post things like poo in the store or the gold paper clip that costs thousands of dollars. Just because it's being sold doesn't mean that people want to buy it. And that's a huge, huge thing, especially my retailers. Who on here is a retailer? My retailers, we get real stuck with this, real stuck with, I'm going to keep producing products. I'm just going to keep putting it out there. And you're not really looking at what people want. So first, yes, they need to allocate time for the product. So first, people don't know who, what, barely how to serve their people. Like they just don't know enough about their marketing. Enough about their market, I can say enough about their market and their people to get to the marketing. So when they're marketing stuff, they're just marketing arbitrary things. They're running Facebook ads to stuff that has never sold before. Like if you've never sold it, don't think a Facebook ad's going to sell it for you. That's not how this works, not how any of this works. So then, like I said, they get all stuck on the marketing. Then the other thing at the end of the marketing or in the circle, the next after marketing is the product and the product delivery. So if you don't produce a great product, if you don't deliver a product that people like and people, appreciate, a product that works, a product that fulfills, if you don't deliver a good product, then guess what's going to happen next? All of that marketing that you did, that, okay, you finally got someone into you, apparently got someone to believe something, they are not going to stay. And what's going to happen next is that they're going to tell other people not to come back. And people don't realize this too, if you've had a business, I'm going to say if you've had a business for more than a year, even for 6 months, and you don't have any testimonies, like no one liked your stuff, people start looking at that. People start looking at, like, newbies, you can get away with it. So if you're new here, take notes right now. Do DOT, compliance assistance. Your service. Okay, so you do DOT. I can't say that I know what those are. DOT, Department of Transportation, compliance assistance and handbooks. Okay, that's pretty dope. And you probably know how important it is for that to be delivered. Not only that, you probably also know how important it is for other people to see that you've done it for other departments of transportation. Like if you don't have anything to prove, anything to show, then people are like, can she really do that? Does anybody really work with her? I'm always very leery of the marketers who have no other very successful marketers. And I'll tell you guys, do you guys know Marie Forleo? Give me like emoji if you've heard of Marie Forleo. Emoji or a yeah girl or something. Or give me a one. People say, give me a one if you heard of Marie Forleo. I'll give you guys a minute for this. I drink some more shit. Okay. I see a couple reactions. All right. So yes. So we've heard of Marie Forleo. One of the things I like to study marketers from the beginning. Success leaves clues, and sometimes you got to do a little track back. So one of the things that makes Marie Forleo so successful and why everybody knows about B School is because she gets a lot of major affiliates. So, you probably see like David Porterfield, Denise Duffield Thomas's, all of those people. Okay, I see the emojis flying. She gets all of these people to be some of her major affiliates for her program. And we think of it, especially from a marketer, we just like, oh, it's Marie Forleo time, the Marie Forleo blitz, all this stuff, how to turn things off because I don't want to see so much. But what it is down to the core is a lot of those people have taken her course. So she's a success, but more importantly, she's made other people a success. So when you look at these people who are her affiliates, and many of the affiliates have taken her course, you're not seeing Marie and Marie's business that's doing so well. What you're seeing is Marie has helped Denise do well. Marie has helped, I don't know if she worked with Amy, but they close enough. She's helped her do well. Marie has helped all of these other people. And because she's helped all those other people, as consumers, we think more if she can help us. You guys see how that works? So if you deliver a great product, your great product essentially, that's why I said this is more of a circle than just a line, more of a circle. Your great product helps you to market. It helps you people to understand more of what you do, believe in what you do. It actually makes your marketing that much better because now people see the results and see what's coming out of it. And this is whether it's a product, this is whether it's a service, like, I see Elise is on. Elise has skincare line. When people see, first of all, if you guys see Elise's skin, click on Elise's link. Yes, Elise, I'm calling you out. But if you see her beautiful skin, you're like, I really want that. And then when you see other people use the product and you see their beautiful skin, you're like, I've got to have that. And so it immediately draws you in to want to continue. She's not just saying or marketing or showing stock photos of models. She's giving everything. She knows her people. She knows the skin type. She knows the skincare. She knows the people that she wants to serve. She's done that research. And then she's marketed. She's shown them, what it is and why it's important to them, how it helps them. Then she delivers, so she actually makes sure the product gets to you, which for product-based businesses is so easy to just deliver. And then you see the results, which brings it back to the marketing again. And the results help her know her people even more and expand into even different people. So you guys see how this whole circling works, this whole circle. I see so many people, like I said, at the very beginning, they don't know who their person is. They don't know what kind of products that their person really wants. They're just throwing stuff out there for, candle companies and candle companies just putting out scents. They don't know if they're the right scents. They don't position them right. That's another really big important thing. You put out a product, but you don't position it right. So if you're positioning, oh, these are candles, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, I don't need another candle. I don't need another candle. But if you position it like the candle that's perfect for the housewarming gift or it's springtime, you need this special scent, the scent of the season, and you position it to that, I want this, which was part of knowing your people. So my people ask me, well, Killer, how do you know what to say to them? Well, I know what triggers them to buy. I know what to say to them because I know what's going to make them want to buy. I know that, my person, my market may be, or I'll tell you from my retail store, which is sorority women, business cards, greeting cards. I know what makes them want to buy is conferences are coming up. So they're going to want more business cards. That's their trigger. If there's no trigger, then they will never want to buy the product because they will always tell themselves they don't need that right now. You've got to hit on what's the trigger. If there's no trigger, then there will be no product sales. It just doesn't happen. So that's that first part of the circle is knowing what's their trigger point, knowing them enough to know what's the thing that's going to get them. What's the event that they're going to go to? What's the feeling that they want to have? What's the thing that's missing that they need to fulfill? All this is part of knowing your person. And then you market. And I know I'm skipping over how to market because that's not what's important for real. What's not what's important. And that's what I was missing. Most people are doing bomb at marketing. Like you're on the Instagrams, you're on the Facebook, you're spending so much time throwing out your product out there and no one's picking it up because Again, you don't have the people. And then the delivery. Even if you're delivering, if you're not delivering to the point where people want to talk about it, like Amazon, for example, I'm going to tell you guys about my book at the end of this. Or I told you in the beginning if you were here, but, tell you about my book, and people, Amazon delivers the book. What makes it going to sell to the next person are going to be the reviews. So you don't want to just deliver something. You don't want to just say, oh, I've got a course, and then people join your course, and then in 2 months, when everybody's done with your course, there's no testimonials. There's no successful people. There's no one saying, her book was amazing. There's no one saying anything like that. Oh, I love her stuff, or you made this so clear to me. If no one's saying anything, if no one's talking about what you're doing, you've not properly delivered your product. So understand that, even for my retailers, yes, you put it in a box. Yes, the tracking information said it landed. But if they're not talking about it, they're not saying how amazing it was, how great the service was, how beautiful the scent was. If you're not getting them to talk about it, then you're not delivering it properly. Because in order to get to that, come up that, and that's why it's at the bottom, in order to get to that part up in the upswing of the circle, you've got to get people talking about it. You've got to deliver to the point that people want to say something, want to prompt something. One of the things when I first did the launch of the book, I launched it on Kickstarter. When I delivered the book, I delivered it with extras. So, got a card, notebook, stickers, all kinds of great stuff. And then I asked them, this is so easy, right? I asked them, I said, can you post and tag, use the hashtag? Part of that was because I want other people to see that it's being delivered. I want other people to see that it's out there. I want other people to see enjoying their experience. Because what does that do? You got that upswing, you got people talking about it. That brings me back to, that's marketing for me, and brings me back to getting more customers. You guys see how that whole circle works? I should have my whiteboard, right? Don't travel my whiteboard. So Jennifer said, what are ways you can know your customers? Jennifer, the best way to know your customer is to just listen. Listen and look. We make a lot of assumptions about our customers. I was just telling one of the other people I was interviewing this morning, and I told him, I said, people will say, this, my customer is this, this, and this, but they never go out and look. They never go out and listen. They always go out and talk. They always say talking, talk, talk, talk. They're talking to the people, but you never sit back and listen. Get on a call, ask, what are your biggest struggles? Why haven't you done something like this before? What's been holding you back? What's your fear about this? Even people who've already brought, what didn't you like? Or what would have made you share it with a friend? Or did you share it with a friend? In Facebook groups are gold mines. And they're not gold mines to sell your stuff. They're not gold mines to go out there and say, let me get on every, post your products on Friday thread, because nobody's going through all that. Everybody's posting their products and running away. They're not gold mines to create your own group to just keep selling to people like it's HSN, because be clear, we're not all HSN. We're just not, and there is enough time in the day to watch all these HSNs. But there are gold mines to know your customer, because aside from all the other things, all the marketing things that we're trying to do as businesses, regular people are just on there talking. Regular people who are not thinking my business, my product, my services all the time, they are just on there sharing. They're on there asking real questions about things that are affecting them. They are on there, telling their stories, giving their pain points. They are pretty much laying out the research for you. The important thing is, getting in the right groups. Don't be in the groups with all your business friends. Get some groups with your customer friends too. And then just sitting back and listening. Instead of always trying to be out there, listen. What are they struggling with? What are they talking about? I always say, and for you guys who don't know, I was a psych minor. So I studied research. And one of the things that's really important, and even if you're like a sociology or social work major, you probably have done some of this in the wild research. But one of the things that they say is the most valuable research is research in the wild. And research in the wild is pretty much observing and watching people do what they naturally would do. And the reason why it's so valuable is because when people are in the wild and people are doing what they naturally do, they're not prompted by like back to Alicia's product. At least I'm just going to use you all day if you don't mind. But back to Alicia's product, she's not saying if you were going to use skincare, when you use skincare, what do you use? Because the first question is, are you using a skincare routine every day? Yes, they're going to give you an answer, but if it's an answer prompted by what you asked them or what you told them that they should be doing, that's not their real answer. What you really would want to wait and see and hear in the wild is how women are taking care of their skin. What are women taking care of their skin? You know how many people with gorgeous skin be like, oh, all I do is use water. You guys have seen that. All I do is use this. I don't really need to do all that. Unfortunately, they may not be your target customer, but that's what you need to know. Maybe that's one of those people who aren't using your product, or would not be using your product. So the best way to know your customer is to listen and to take note of some of the things that they're already talking about. Listen to them in the wild. Don't try to prompt them with questions. Don't try to pepper them with putting them in a scenario, because in a scenario, everyone's going to give you an answer that might not be the scenario that they would ever be in. So that might not be what's going to lead them to your product. And that's really important. So hopefully that answered your question, Jennifer. Hopefully you're still here for that. All right. Any other questions, guys? I just wanted to hop on, kind of like I said, I've been interviewing all day, or all this week, and I'm hearing that a lot. I'm hearing, I just want to market. I want to learn how to market, digital market. Like I even ask people, like, what do you want to market though? Like, what are you selling? And people can't tell me what they're selling. Even the ones who want to sell marketing services don't understand, which is scary. If you hire anyone for marketing services, make sure they understand that the product is what's key. The marketing is only a way to get there. The product is definitely what's key. And the people, of course, that you're selling it to. Hey, Tia, how are you doing? And like I said, I was going to tell you guys about my book. So if you have not already picked up my SEO workbook, I see some people on here who have. I definitely recommend you can go to myseoworkbook.com and pick it up, or you can pick it up on Amazon. If you do, rate and review the book. I also have another, for some of you guys who've been with me for a little bit, I did a Slay SEO in 2019 workshop recently. I am doing an encore presentation at the end of this month, and I'm going to put it in here. And even if you join the first one, this one's going to be slightly different because I'm going to be talking a little bit about what I'm doing with the name changes that are coming up and the rebrand that's coming up and how I'm going to slay that with this. So join the workshop or grab the book. Thanks, guys, for joining me. Hopefully this link is doing right. I don't see it posting yet, but the link will be coming up. It's onlineboutiquestores.com/slay SEO in 2019, and you can join us for our next workshop. All right, bye guys. Have a good rest of the day. Trying to get this thing to work. All right, not working for us.